Hello, this is Brian Stevens with BuyBizUSA and the Legacy Venture Group, and I wanted to share with you another tip on how to sell a business for the best price. And I call this one, Show Me the Money. And this is important because the people that are looking to buy a business when you go to sell are going to want to really fully understand all the profit that's involved in the business. One of the most exciting things about buying an existing business is the fact that it's making money. They like to have employees in place usually. They like to have customers in place. They like to have proven systems in place and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of them really need to know, hey, am I making enough money if I buy this business? Or is the seller making enough money so that I know I can also do the same and keep the lights on and the kids happy and the wife smiling or the spouse smiling and all the other important things in my life. So this is going to be a really key element for people. And the fact of it is that we have tax returns and our profit and loss statements, and they're crafted, our accountants craft them so that we don't have to pay any more taxes than we need to. But that means that we make the bottom line look as low as possible. And there's nothing illegal about doing that. Nobody should have to pay more tax than they want to. But you want to have your tax returns with a small number at the bottom. And you're like, hey, I'm only making this little bit of money, government. And as long as you're doing everything by right and conformity, and I'm not an accountant, I'm not giving any legal advice, but generally people are understanding that you want to take your financials and make them so that you don't have to pay any more money than you have to legally. But when you go to sell a business, the buyers are often going to say, well, I need to see the tax returns and I need to see the P&Ls. And then they look at these numbers at the bottom going, I would never buy a business like this. How can anybody survive off of $10,000 a year or losing $6,000 or whatever the number is out there? In reality, though, you're making a lot more money than you show on your financials. And that's what you need to be able to demonstrate to the prospective buyers. Buyers have to be able to see it clearly, saying, show me the money before I buy your business. I want to understand. I hear you saying, hey, I'm making $150,000 a year, but your tax returns show that you made $10,000 a year. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm getting ready to move on. And you say, but wait a second, hold on. There's a lot of things that I do to take these things off of my financials, but they're perfectly legitimate. Like I can take depreciation and, oh, by the way, amortization, which is just like depreciation, only it takes away an account for intangible items, whereas depreciation are physical things like computers and vehicles and tools and all that sort of stuff. And I also write off my car. Hey, I run a small retail store. I don't need a car for anything. I don't even make deliveries, but hey, I get to write off $500 a month for my really cool sports car because it's my owner benefit. That's $6,000 a year plus the $50,000 of depreciation. And oh, by the way, my spouse and I go out and we talk about my business at least once during each meal. My accountant tells me I can do this. Hey, remember, I am not giving any advice from an accounting standpoint. Go see your accountant before you write off anything. But I'm saying that I see a lot of times people have meals, entertainment written off on their business, and that's just the way it goes. So those type of things are not essential to the business, and it could come back as cash to the new owner. And so they start adding this, the car, and the meals, entertainment, some money that might be paid to a non-working spouse. And I see that all the time, where somebody in college and they call their college kid up and say, hey, John or Tommy and Betty, how are things going? Tell me what I should be doing in my business, anything happening in the world of campus that can help me improve my business, etc. And they say something, and then the father or the wife, spouse, sends off some money to their son or their daughter in college, and they write that off on taxes. Again, I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's really up to an accountant and the law and legal people, but I'm telling you, I'm sharing examples from things I've dealt with and heard from other people. Travel and vacation, maybe they've written off a way that they can take their vacation off, and I see that show up on tax returns, minimizing it. And then things like cell phones and all kinds of small and large incidentals. But you start adding up the 50,000 here, 6,000 there, and 14,000 there, and 20,000 there, and 20,000 there, and another 5,000 there, and all of a sudden you've taken this number that was really small on the bottom of the tax returns, and people are starting to see, oh gosh, yeah, I see that. I'd like to do the same thing. I'd like to have a company car, or take my car payments and write that off. And yeah, we do meals and entertainment, etc. Again, check with your accountant for anything that you do legally on your tax returns. But I'm giving you an example of the reality. And when you start adding these things back as a business owner, so that you can explain these to the person that's buying a business, they're going to be a lot more satisfied. They need to be able to see exactly where all these things are going. So you might need to go back the last 3 years, sometimes the last 5 years of your financials, your tax returns, etc., and show, hey, this is amortization, this is interest. Don't think that they know how to do all this stuff. You might not even know how to do all this stuff, and so it's good to go see an accountant or see a professional or see somebody that can help you. But the average prospective buyer has got a lot of ideas in their minds, and they're probably learning the process of buying a business and getting really confused when they see a small number, especially when there's no explanation as to why there's a whole lot more of things that are being written off in the business. Okay, that's all I've got right now. We'll do a whole series later on about how to do add backs and adjustments and that sort of thing. But this is just a few tips to give you some mindfulness of the way the prospective buyers are going to look at your business. And if you're prepared, if you can have your accountant or you can do it yourself and do what they call normalizing your financials or doing the add backs of those things like the car and the depreciation and all that sort of stuff, it's going to go a long way. Look, it can take a lot of work to sell a business and to get a great price, but it's worth the effort. Be encouraged. You can sell your business. If you want to, you can learn more at our website at BuyBizUSA.com. You can even send me an email at info@BuyBizUSA.com and ask for some questions if you want. We'll do our very best to get back to you. You can even share with us some ideas of other things you'd like to see on our series. And you can also request a free ebook by just texting Sell My Biz to the number 22828. So Sell My Biz and text that to 22828. Okay, so BuyBizUSA, buy like you buy something, biz like a business, slang for business, and USA.com. Anyway, I look forward to hearing from you later on. Take care. Good luck making your business as valuable as you possibly can and help people find the value of your company so you can get a great price for it. Thank you. Take care. Keep in touch. Make great things happen.